Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nurul Najihah binti Zakaria. My matric number is 1192407.
My name is Nur Alia binti Ruslan, 1192393.
My name is Nur Husna binti Zakir Fauzi. My matric number 1192403.
My name is Nur Afika Izzati binti Muhammad Shuaimi, matric number 1192439.
My name is Hanis Nazra binti Nazri. My matrix number is 1192398.
My name is Nur Alia Shafika binti Muhammad Uthman. Matric number is 1192433.
My name is Raja Nur Afia binti Raja Abdul Halim, 1192436.
I am Faiza Adawiyah binti Osman, 1192415. In this video, we are going to explain liberalism in Malaysia, factors contributing to the evolution of anti-hadith.
So firstly, let's look into the definition of liberalism. As it is derived from a Latin word, liberalism means an ideology of being open-minded and independent, and also democracy and freedom. So, what causes liberalism to occur or to begin? Liberalism began at the same time as the beginning of the Renaissance era. Before that, there was a heavy manipulation by the church's priests. As written in history books, the believers were forced to obey and bow down, and they are also being badly oppressed. So, this causes riots to arise among the intellectuals, and also feudals and capitalists also started to go against them, while philosophers started to doubt about the role of religion in life, and also the theories related to truth and belief. So, there a new perspective was developed. That is, when a person devotes too much or too deeply in a religion, deterioration is most likely to occur. So now let's get to know about the characteristics of liberalism in Islam. So the first is secularism. Secularism denies the perfection and comprehensiveness of Islam, as liberalism views Islam as only a way of worship and not the way to manage or administer this world. And the second is rejection of Islamic law. So, liberalism also questions why the laws are made in the name of Islam, but triggers injustice, as they claim the punishment to be cruel or unparalleled to this modern and civilized world. So, they also criticize the implementation of Sharia law. Let's move on to the causes of the existence of anti-hadith in Malaysia. So firstly, Quranism. Quranism means the ideology of acceptance of Quran as the God's revelation, but rejects the Sunnah and the Hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As we know, Islamic concepts are more likely to be abstract and without substance, as there are no literature of Hadith, as there will be no justification and also conclusion for the Quran. These liberalists also criticize the interpretation or the original tafsir of the Quran, as they sees it to be narrow and backward. So let's get to know about the second cause of the existence of anti-hadith in Islam. So the second is lack of understanding in hadith terminologies. Two types of lackness. The first is very dependent on the apparent meaning of the hadith and also the Quran, and the second is the type that neglect hadith elaboration and directly interpreting it their own way. So that is the Orientalist influence. This Orientalist rejects any Sharia law as law of Allah in Muslim countries. So one of the Orientalists, Abdullah An-Naim, he refuses all aspects of conventional thinking about Islamic law, and many Orientalists also agrees that Islamic law is not viewable as a holy one, as they say the Sharia law is only an invention of fuqaha under the influence of political of Islam.
We need a solution to the liberal thinking of anti-hadith before it's going spread to all Muslims. There are many solutions that we can take to prevent this dangerous issue before it spreads to all Muslims in Malaysia. Our religion, Islam, teaches its ummah to find and try a cure for any disease or epidemic that they face without leaving it entirely to destiny. Steps that can be implemented by the parties concerned so that this anti-hadith understanding can be cooped are first from the part of individual. The best solution to overcome this serious issue is by attending Islamic studies classes either at the mosque or in the surau. At there, we can update many valuable lessons that very important for our entire life. Stay in touch and always updated with religious institutions such as Research Division in the State Islamic Religious Department, Mufti Department, or through non-governmental organizations or NGOs to obtain accurate source of relevant information with religious issues like this. Provide relevant initial exposure the danger of anti-hadith to family members to ensure they always prepared of any issue that can ruin their life. So the second part is from the religious authorities and institution roles. Their whole awareness programs on the dangers of anti-hadith symptoms that deviate to the community, whether forums, seminars or discussion, so that the public can know the real dangers of anti-hadith. Distribute pamphlets and books to the public or through the writing of articles in newspaper as a sharing of information on the dangers of anti-hadith, and also strengthen the programs on the dangers of anti-hadith among students in institution of higher learning or IPTA, so that students are not confused with the elements of rejection of hadith as a source of law in Islam. So the third role or the last role I can say it from the society roles. The surrounding community is no exception in helping to curb the anti-hadith group. Among the things that can be done by the community is to make a complaint for action to be taken against the group. Complaints should be made immediately so that the initial action can be taken and then be completely disabled and integrated. The action that has been taken so far by the authorities is based on complaints that have given by the public. Without the complaint that are made from the public and society, the authorities will certainly not able to carry out their works perfectly. So I think that's all from me. There are three roles that play a good role in order to prevent this liberal anti-hadith from being spread to all Muslims in Malaysia. First, individual roles. Second, religious authorities and institution roles. And the last role is the society roles. Thank you.
In the fight against the issue of liberalism, there are various NGOs that care and play their role in combating this polemic. First, Malaysian Islamic Youth Force ABIM. Second, Ikatan Muslimin Malaysia ISMA. Third, Persatuan Ulama Malaysia PUM. Fourth, the Malaysian Muslim Lawyers Association PPMM. And lastly, Pertubuhan Ikram Malaysia IKRAM. One of their contribution in fighting this issue is all of them were collaborated and rejecting the ideology that hides behind the mask of liberalism and pluralism and restrict elements that threaten harmony, such as apostasy and the spread of the other religions to Muslims. Ancient times that happened in the past should be used as an example that can educate Muslims to educate themselves in a better direction. These evil elements need to be expelled immediately, otherwise it will pose a threat to the Muslim community in Malaysia. The role of the authorities should be responsible to curb this matter from spreading, as what has been written in Al-Quran in Surah Al-A'raf ayat 172, and remember when your Lord brought forth from the loins of the children of Adam their descendants and had them testify regarding themselves. Allah asked, "Am I not your Lord?" They replied, "Yes, you are. We testify." He cautioned, "Now you have no right to say on Judgment Day, we were not aware of this." And that's all from us. Thank you.